up YouTube? Topaz Jace here, and I got a pretty good show lined up for you today, man. First, we're gonna jump into a brief instrumental from underground producer Cash Still Lion. Then we're gonna jump into a album review for this new Redman joint. Then we're gonna jump into some questions. So Redman just dropped a new album called Mudface, and I could have been dropped a review for this, but I wanted to see if people were interested in it, so I kind of just waited to see if anybody would say if I would bring out a damn review, and I finally got somebody to ask me that. In which this project is mad interesting, man, because it drops at a time where we need, say, a Redman for this new generation and such, man, because what has Redman always done in his career? He's always experimented, tried to do something new and different and shit. Whether it worked or not, he did something fucking crazy. While today in the music industry, man, we got a lot of people that's just following the leader, and right now the leader is Future and Metro Boomin right now. In which we get that in that beastin' and say nigga like me and such. But sadly, through Redman's lyrics and through some of the tracks and such, you can tell he's on that whole 90s hip-hop was the golden era and is so much better than where music is at now. And you hear that in tracks like Dope Man and Say Balls, that was his BET Cypher verse and shit. But ultimately, this album comes down to, does Redman's music translate to this day and age and such? And quite personally, I don't feel so, man. I mean, with him trying to revive his career, man, I think he definitely should have embraced today's music and tried to do it better and such. And really, there's no hits on here, man, and always remember, a hit will bring you the fuck back. Quite honestly, there's only 2 tracks on here that I kind of like that Let It Go and High to Come Down and such. Them tracks were solid. I would definitely recommend people to buy those 2 individuals, then let the rest go, unless you're like a die-hard Redman fan, which you probably already bought this motherfucker. Overall, I give this album a 5 out of 10. But anyway, on to Ask, Download, Pass. And Little Quincy says that Nas need to go ahead and drop him a new motherfucking album, because you can tell he's inspired through a bunch of the songs that he's released verses and shit for. And I feel you. I mean, I definitely would enjoy a new dope Nas album and such, man. But ultimately, as I think about it, I'm happy that he's taking the direction in which he's going, you did. He's putting all of his effort behind his new record label and such, trying to get that shit established, in which that's the right thing to do, because his last label fucking was terrible and he ruined it because he tried to be an active artist instead of focusing on bringing new people up. Right now his record label is doing good, man, and I would not want a new Nas album to cost him that type of success, you did. He's going to need some success in the business in order for him to last, as long as we need him to last. And House Magic says, and this is going back to the whole Yellow Wolf song and such that he dropped, and he's pretty much saying that, racism is a mental illness type shit. And that sounds cool and all of that bullshit. Like, you guys trying to say that, but that's bullshit and that's an excuse. Racism and being a part of white supremacy and shit, these are fucking logical thoughts that people are taking for the benefits, because when you throw us under the bus and you kill us, there are benefits financially that you fucking get. Like, whenever somebody murders us in cold blood in the streets, why is it Kickstarter campaigns get jumped out and these people make millions of dollars off of murdering us and shit? Saying that bullshit will put these cold-blooded killers into like mental institutions and they'll get out in no motherfucking time, when they need to be doing hard time for fucking life for murdering us like they've been murdering us, dude. And I know you trying to mean well by what you're saying in this shit, man, but ultimately when you think about it, you're just making excuses. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpass.com, that's down there, to read today's article.